Award-winning steaks and barbecue and lively jazz music are two of the things people look for when in Kansas City, Missouri. Besides those, firearms enthusiasts like to go to the National World War I Museum and Memorial in Kansas City, which admittedly can be boring. But this year was different. That's because 2022 saw the introduction of some of the latest and greatest guns and gear in Kansas City. Yes, you heard it right. Kansas City, Missouri hosted the NASGW, or National Sporting Goods Wholesalers Annual Expo, in November of this year. In this video, I'll talk about what pundits believe will be some of the best new rifles in the industry. Just as a quick heads up, these rifles have only been shown in public for the very first time, so there isn't a lot of info on some of them. There are a lot of things to take in, but just for this video, here are 5 of the best new rifles introduced at NASGW 2022 that some of you might want to keep an eye out for in 2023. Traditions Shedhorn 50 caliber muzzleloader. It's somewhat refreshing to see a new take on a very old design, especially when you go to shows like the NASGW Expo that are typically jam-packed with modern tech, and find stuff like muzzleloading firearms, which you would think no one ever bothers with anymore, as they are considered ancient. Traditions Firearms Company is a manufacturer of muzzleloaders, inline rifles, do-it-yourself gun kits, classic muzzleloaders, classic pistols, revolvers, cannons, accessories, and so much more. They bring new muzzleloading technology gleaned from experience in the field and at the range, and they built the Shedhorn to meet the requirements of certain states where a sidelock is required for a muzzleloader to be allowed for hunting during specific seasons, or virtually any other muzzleloading hunting season. A musket cap ignition rifle that is loaded with features, the Shedhorn on the surface looks like your grandfather's average everyday muzzleloader that was given a fresh coat of paint. But it does offer more. It has an improved musket nipple that is stronger than others and produces a solid, dependable spark and ignition. The 1 in 28-inch rifling does a good job of stabilizing whatever projectile you load and shoot from the 24-inch fluted barrel, which is Cerakoted. The Cerakoted barrel makes it highly resistant to the elements, oxidation, and corrosion, and because of its removable breech plug, the barrel is capable of firing both loose powder and easy-to-use pellets. This breech plug allows for an incredibly consistent inline ignition, and because it's also removable, the Shedhorn is as easy to clean as any modern inline rifle. It comes equipped with an aluminum ramrod with brass loading jag that features a premium blued finish. The Shedhorn is also factory drilled and tapped for mounting a scope base and comes standard with Williams fiber optic sights, which makes it ready for hunting right out of the box. It has a double set trigger which enables a light trigger pull of only a few ounces to accomplish the work that normally requires several pounds of pull. With the company's lifetime warranty, the Traditions Shedhorn 50 caliber is an affordable option for anyone looking to try hunting using a muzzleloader thanks to its MSRP of $399. Rock River Arms LAR-22 Tactical Folder. Some of my best buds are really into AR-22s, so even though I'm not exactly a big fan of such rifles, I decided to add the Rock River Arms LAR-22 to this list anyway. The 22-long rifle cartridge may be weak and insignificant, but having a rifle chambered in it does allow for realistic practice shooting for a fraction of the price of shooting 5.56mm, which has become significantly more expensive because of the pandemic. Practicing with rimfire cartridges is simply more realistic than doing it with airsoft. The new LAR-22 tactical folder released by Rock River Arms features the company's NSP2 side folding stock, which makes it fit in your kit like an AR-15 chambered in a more powerful centerfire cartridge. Since it's pretty much the same weapon with only a weaker but more affordable chambering, all the muscle memory you gain practicing with it translates to better handling of any AR-15 chambered in virtually any cartridge. All LAR-22 models feature a true 22-long rifle barrel with a 1 in 16 rifling twist. There are no gas ports anywhere on the barrel so that bullets are properly stabilized. This in turn guarantees no deformation when they exit the muzzle. Like older AR-15 rifles chambered in 22-long rifle, the LAR-22 has a 2-stage NM trigger. There are currently only 3 models under the LAR-22 line. The first one is the Tactical Carbine, which is a modern sporting rifle with a free-float barrel and handguard configuration that works great for tactical training or target plinking. The second is the Mid A4, which is more of a traditional A4 style rifle with standard A2 grips, mid-length handguard with heat shields, 6-position tactical CAR stock, single-stage trigger, and a 16-inch chromoly barrel. And the third model, the NMA4 CMP Trainer, is a standard practice rifle for CMP national match competitions and sports a precision 20-inch stainless steel heavy barrel with the company's NM-CMP TRO free-float rifle-length handguard. The MSRPs range from $440 for the Mid A4 to $885 for the NMA4 CMP Trainer. The MSRP for the newly released LAR-22 tactical folder is still to be announced. But let us know in the comments if you want an update when the price is announced. Mossberg Patriot Predator in 7mm PRC. Mossberg has been building some of the best rifles in America since their humble beginnings in 1919. Talk to any rifle pundit you know about Mossberg, and they'll tell you that the Mossberg Patriot is the most dependable and the most accurate rifle you'll ever find for under $400 anywhere in the world. But what makes Mossberg's rifles interesting is you'll see the company's innovative approach and willingness to take risks when you hold one. From the company's now highly ubiquitous Shockwave to their recently released polymer-framed striker-fired MC2C, Mossberg has made their mark in the firearms industry by designing and building firearms loaded with innovative features at budget-friendly prices. But of all their firearms, the Patriot line of bolt-action rifles is arguably the most innovative and feature-packed. Mossberg was among the early adopters of the affordably priced Fat Bolt big game bolt-action rifle with a synthetic stock. The other two were Ruger and Savage, if you didn't know. The company's Patriot line of rifles was so well received that they decided to create an entirely new rifle called the Patriot Revere, a retro version of the Patriot that features a walnut stock with rosewood accents, but I digress. The Patriot Predator is a bolt-action rifle based on Mossberg's proven twin-lug push-feed machined steel action. It is currently available in 7 different calibers and is fed from a flush polymer magazine. Its carbon steel barrel is free-floating and has an 11-degree match crown with a 5/8-inch 24 TPI thread for attaching a suppressor or a muzzle brake. Mossberg built a new variant under their Patriot Predator and introduced it at NASGW 2022. It is chambered in the latest precision rifle cartridge developed by Hornady, the 7mm PRC. It's a match-grade cartridge designed to outperform existing 7mm cartridges in a standard long-action rifle by delivering consistent velocity and high accuracy. The new Patriot Predator 7mm PRC is available in 2 stocks, a flat dark earth stock with matte blue metal finish, and a true timber straight-up camouflage stock with a brown Cerakote metal finish. Both use a 24-inch barrel with a 1 in 8 twist rate to maximize the potential of the match-grade cartridge it's chambered in. It also has a Picatinny rail mounted on the receiver for attaching optics, and also uses Mossberg's patented lightning bolt action trigger system that allows the user to adjust the trigger pull from 2 to 7 pounds for the most accurate shot placement. The MSRP ranges from $519 to $616. Live Free Armory Challenger. If you're a veteran, a former law enforcement officer, a competitive shooter, a hunter, or you're just someone who is crazy about guns, and you're looking to purchase a pistol caliber carbine, then you'll like the Challenger for more than a few reasons. That's because a lot of the company's staff members have either a military or a law enforcement background, while others are hunters and firearms enthusiasts, and all of them are stout supporters of the Second Amendment. Live Free Armory takes pride in their design team's ability to take an idea and develop it until it hits full production. Their engineers work on the designs and their firearms enthusiasts do the testing. And with the success of their AMP pistol, they recently expanded their engineering design team. They trained more programmers and added more specialists to meet the growing demand for their products. The company unveiled their new Challenger pistol caliber carbine at NASGW 2022. They designed and built this new model as a direct response to the thousands of emails they received from current and potential customers inquiring about a high-end but still somewhat affordable carbine chambered in 9mm. The Challenger uses a 16-inch barrel with a 1 in 10 twist rate. Live Free Armory manufactures the barrel with the same quality and attention to detail as their popular AR-15s and AR-308s. The carbine also has an M-LOK compatible free-float handguard with a length of 15 inches and sling QD points at the 3 and 9 o'clock positions. The Challenger's receiver is machined from custom 6061 T6 billet aluminum. As far as the operating system, it uses a simple straight blowback system which doesn't require gas ports and gas tubes traditionally used in AR-15s. That's because to push the bolt back and cycle the action, the direct blowback system uses the kinetic energy generated from the discharge of the cartridge. This makes the Challenger 9mm carbine affordable while still being highly reliable. And if you think that's clever, the Challenger boasts of a few more proprietary features like its repositioned and extended magazine release. Like most pistol caliber carbines on the market today, Live Free Armory designed the Challenger to accept Glock 17 and Glock 19 mags, so if you're a fan of Gaston's plastic pistols and you have spare mags, rejoice. But if you're not, it only comes with a single 17-round mag, which is a bummer. I think that with its MSRP of $689, Live Free Armory can throw in an extra 17-round mag. But Glock 17 and Glock 19 mags are fairly affordable, so it's kind of a minor nitpick. Pioneer Arms 5.56 Underfolder. Whether we admit it or not, there is a high possibility that the 7.62 by 39mm cartridge is going the way of the dodo in the next 5 or so years, if whatever's happening between Russia and Ukraine continues to get worse. Firearms and ammo imports from Russia are banned, and who knows when that ban will be lifted. But just because AK rifles and derivatives chambered in 7.62 by 39mm are becoming rarer and more expensive to the point that they are now headed to utter obscurity, doesn't mean we can't continue enjoying this wonderful weapon platform designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov. We still can. We just have to make do with rifles built to chamber a cartridge that is one of our very own, the 5.56. And if it's Kalashnikovs chambered in 5.56 we're talking about, Pioneer Arms is bringing the first underfolder AK to the US market in the last 30 years. At NASGW 2022, they introduced their new Kalashnikov underfolder in 5.56 with style. The Pioneer Arms 5.56 underfolder uses a forged trunnion, a conventional stamped upper receiver that is hand-polished, and a fire control group that is also hand-polished to ensure reliability. The furniture material is a durable poplar laminate that is factory-sourced, but all the other parts are made in-house. The 16-inch barrel has a 1-in-8 rate of twist, which stabilizes heavier 5.56 and 223 bullets. And it also has a 45-degree slant brake and the company's own combat compensator, which helps a tad bit with the recoil. But the 5.56mm cartridge already has a gentle recoil, so with this combat compensator, it will become non-existent. Like all of the other parts, Pioneer makes the barrel in-house. The barrel does an easy job of stabilizing heavy bullets. Pioneer also makes some thread adapters available so you have the option to use any type of muzzle attachment you want, including suppressors and flash hiders. The Pioneer Arms 5.56 underfolder has an MSRP of $749.99 and comes with a single 30-round mag. Considering the ever-increasing prices of all Kalashnikov rifles on the market, it's not a bad price, though I'd wish they would throw in another 30-round mag. And that's all I have for you in this video. If you want me to take an in-depth look at any of the rifles in this video, or if you want a top 5 Kalashnikov rifle video, let me know by commenting down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click on that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.